Hello, my beautiful friends. I wanted to get a message out for the eclipse. So, eclipses happen all of the time. So, all of this, you know, chaos, not necessary. It's an exciting period. It's an exciting thing. This kind of eclipse won't happen until 2099 again. And what makes it different is that it's a full eclipse, which only happens when there's a new moon in conjunction with when this happens. But eclipses happen all the time. So I wanted to get some energy, and I'll be meditating. Uh, uh, Typically, the Druids sort of focus on the sun cycle. I think witches focus on the moon cycle. I think that's one of the differences between the practices. So it's very exciting to me from a NASA perspective, having had grants from NASA and being, being excited about the work of NASA and SpaceX and things like that. I think it's just exciting that people care about the sun and the moon, because most of the time people do not care about it, but they're caring a lot about it right now. So that's pretty exciting from a human perspective, that they're paying attention to celestial space. So I wanted to pull a rune for doing energy. I had pulled a rune before I had made a video, and then Dave's alarm clock went off, and that was super, super loud. And then, then he had to like make a coffee and so again, I had to wait, and I'm like, I only can do this at lunchtime, so could you speed it up? Anyway, I pulled Anzus. So what does Anzus have to say to us? Well, let's see, shall we? So Anzus is the Odin stone, right? And that's mouth, communication, understanding, and regeneration, breath of life, intelligence, communication, and language, use of voice, speech, poetry, and ancestral line, wisdom, knowledge, words of power, use your wits and words. Words should be chosen with care. So, tonight's a new moon. And so for people who honor moon energy, if you think about it, right? I posted this on my Facebook wall, and this is true. The sun is our tells us our hours, and the moon tells us our days, right? And in and of itself, and the weather, of course, tells us the seasons. Hold on one second. There's somebody at the door. Hold on. So where was I? Where was I? So the sun tells us the time. The moon tells us the day. The stars tell us the month. The seasons, the weather tells us the seasons. So we live already inside of the most beautiful clock that's ever been made, right? So it's exciting to see people get excited about the moon and the sun passing by each other. It's awesome to see the energy. And it's goodness, right? And I've been doing, since before Easter, I've been doing sort of a Celtic spirituality study. And the thing that I didn't know this before, or if I knew it, I never realized it. But, St. Peter is the head of the Roman Catholic Church, right? And then what I didn't know is that St. John is the head of the Celtic Church. And what's the difference? Why didn't they get along? Well, St. John believed that God is within us, and that every living thing has God within it. And so God is already here. And those were the teachings, that God is within us, right? God is beside us, God is above us, God is below us, God is inside us. Sort of, if you know the Navy hymn, right? Or the St. Patrick's hymn, right? The breastplate hymn. That's, God is all around us and inside of us. And St. Peter's teaching is that you have to go to a church in order for them to give you the gifts of God. And so it really has brought a lot of meaning to me to realize that I believe that God is in everything. And so my church is nature, and I don't resonate with going into a building and have someone deliver to me, deal out a deck of, my deck of the week, that here are the things that you have to do to get the gifts of God. The gifts of God are already here. And so the eclipse is one of these gifts, right? One of the gifts that in the amazing, the moon, for it to stay in orbit to us, it's a precise, it's precise how, the whole, I'm not great at math, but the entire universe is just all of these different mathematical concepts, right? That, if you look at sacred geometry and stuff like that, it's amazing. I don't understand a lot of it, but it is amazing how mathematics really are the underpinning of our universe. And, if the moon was like 1% something else, it wouldn't be able to stay in orbit, right? So today is a beautiful gift. So if you have the opportunity, definitely go out and check it out, but don't look directly at it. You'll burn your eyelids. And don't take pictures of it. It'll burn the thing in your phone, your sensor. So I made a cereal box thing. You just take a cereal box, you can find videos of it. It literally took 3 minutes, and you all know from watching the channel that I'm not arts and craftsy, and if I can do this, anybody can do this. You just make something out of it. I made 2 of them, one for me, one for my kid. So I have meetings before and after the eclipse, like the actual pass by. So I can't go anywhere, but that's okay because I can't see it directly anyway. So I'll look at NASA's images later. So anyway, I am wishing you all the best of light and darkness today, and love. And I hope that you have an amazing eclipse day. Be well. Take care. Bye-bye.